Hello, if you've reached my channel, welcome. I encourage you to subscribe because I do have good videos sometimes. I had a inspirational burst a few minutes ago, and I just thought I should make a new channel and intro explaining who I am and who I want to become, who I will become. You see, we're trained as children to act a certain way, to fit into society. I say bullshit to that. And you're probably saying, but what my mind is saying, to what your mind is saying. Did that make sense to you? Probably not. When we're born, our parents are told by their parents that if you don't act this way and if you don't have this exact life, no one will like you. They don't say it in that exact way, but they say things like what my dad would say. People don't like weird people, when it is the exact polar opposite. Completely. People look up to people who are different because they're not going along with what everyone else is doing. They're unique. Unique. That would mean you're different. That's what people look for. Someone who doesn't do what every single other person, an original person. Oh, imagine that. If you grow up and your parents tell you you can't do something because it's not normal, fuck them. Sorry, but it's true. Fuck them. You do what you want to do. Surely we're born with only a subconscious mind until age 4 or 5. Then our conscious, douchey mind appears, which is judgment, which is your frontal lobe, which is judgment, and pretty much judgment. You can't do that because that happens. You can't do that because that happens. Well, I say do what you want to do. This is not a channel intro anymore. It's just telling people, since I can't put it on my Facebook, or I get so many sheep are followers, bad followers, the people who do what everyone else does, and sometimes those people are useful. Other times, they're just annoying. See, I like the people who, even if they disagree with you, they'll still look up the information you told them. It's a rare trait. It really is. Luckily, I have it. I always look up information you tell me to validate it. And if it is valid, I'll study it and learn it. But if you just say that's not true, then you try to prove me wrong instead of looking it up. I don't like you. Let me be completely frank with that. I don't like you. I like people who are willing to learn and grow. Yeah. The entrepreneur types is what I call them, what many people call them. Those people are looked down upon as selfish, uh, not caring because they care about succeeding more than uh, falling in love with someone. And there's nothing wrong with falling in love with someone. It's just, it takes up time. And if you have the time to take care of that person, go for it. Me, on the other hand, I'd rather succeed. You see, family, this is a message to only family right now. I don't give a flying fuck what you think of me. There we go. And I wish more people could say that. The way you can tell if someone is a complete, utter douchebag is they'll say, hey, I saw what you were posting on Facebook and your live live videos. It's weird stuff. Who gives a fuck if it's weird stuff? It's that person's choice to put that up there. You think I just put shit on Facebook? To put shit on Facebook? No. I put it up because I generally care about making this world a better place. I want to improve this fucked up, horrible world by spreading useful, true information. But instead of people absorbing the information and saying, that's interesting, I think I'll study that. No. The first thought that people get is to prove the person wrong. Then I say, well, why am I even making videos then if it's just going to attract retarded people? Then when you see those people in real life, family, you have to bring it up. You just have to bring it up. When it could be completely avoided, you have to bring it up because you're challenged in a way. Insecurities bring up hate. If you're insecure in any way, then you're going to pick on another person in some way or another. You'll be passive aggressive. You will say, hey, I saw that those live streams are interesting on your Facebook with this grin. That's passive aggressive. Something in you is tormenting your subconscious. Something that happened to you in a way as a child, something that happened as an adult, something that is currently bothering you and has always bothered you, and you don't talk about it or get it out or confront it, you're going to be passive aggressive and angry your whole entire life until you die. And you know what? When someone in a suburban neighborhood tells me, especially family, yeah, when they tell me, and I'll see them next probably, they'll say, how's that not paying income tax going for you? Slap you in the face. Well, let's see. It's pretty good. Some will say, well, you've never paid income tax, so how would you know? Well, let's see, because I study and I think with my brain. You pay income tax because you've been told to pay income tax your entire life. You don't know how half the things in the system work. You get mad at Trump when he doesn't pay income tax, but if he hasn't been paying income tax for so long, why isn't he in jail yet? Oh, wait, because maybe what I just told you was true. You don't have to pay it because it's not a proven law. It's in a book, but it's not a proven law. It wasn't approved by the Supreme Court. It was written in the books. This is a fact. Half of my family calls me closed-minded because I live my own life. I think the way I want to think. I'll hear them out, but if I know that it's not a proven fact, then I just won't agree with it. Does that make me a monster? No. Kind of stuffed up my nose a little bit. You live your life the way you want to live it. If your family is going to be douchebags about something, if they're going to make passive-aggressive comments, fuck them. Who gives a shit? You be who you are. You will always be who you are in your heart. My natural birth path, my natural number 9 birth path, you can look yours up. It completely will describe you. Completely. My natural birth path is a healer. And you know what? And it's not just one of those retarded horoscope kind of things. It's an actual description of who you are as a person. There are some sites that give 15 paragraphs of a description of who you are, and it's spot on. Look it up. The way I can tell if a girl is not right for me, or even a friend, a guy friend, the way I can tell they're not right is if I tell them information and they go, mm-hmm, and they're silent when they're listening to you. No, I want to have a conversation with you. I don't want you to just sit on your ass and just smile and mm-hmm. I will actually now say to people who are just doing that, I'll say, did you hear me? Or I'll say, no, I want a response from you. I'll just tell them that. But people like that are so scared to say how they're feeling because they're afraid they'll be judged that they don't respond. You don't have to agree with everything everyone says. It's even more engaging when you guys have a debate. But if it turns into an angry, pointless debate, then it's not fun. Why even have it? Like, I'm going to say 2 years ago, when I was in the car with my sister and her girlfriend, and I told them that banks would be useless in the upcoming years. I said it's not safe to have a savings account. Why did I say that? Well, Katie, I'm saying your name in this video. It's not because I was trying to prove you wrong. I know that's what you think. But I was doing it because I wanted to help you. But my sister is a number 8 birth path. What are number 8s like? They are one-way thinking people that learn from their mistakes but don't listen to other people. They hear someone out, but they want to think that they thought of the idea, so they do care about you. They do care about you a lot, but they don't really, it doesn't seem like they do. When I saw that in my sister's birth path, I was like, holy shit, that describes her so incredibly well. My little sister? Yeah, number 1. What's funny is when you see someone's birth path, and it's a little off subject, but I was just going to say, when you meet someone with a certain number birth path, then you meet someone else with that exact same number, they have the same mannerisms. They do the same things. They act the same way. They don't have the same hobbies, or they just have the same habits. They do the same kind of thing. It's weird. Just check it out. If you're the kind of person I like, you will check it out. You'll check out what birth paths are. Birth path, birth life number, or life path. It always shows up on celebrities. They'll show the birth date, what zodiac sign they are, and then their life path. Yeah. Hell, family, if you think drinking magnetic water is funny, well, that's because you don't drink magnetic water and you've never tried it. A lot of the things, let me just play this. A lot of the things I do help me a lot. When I was younger, I was having seizures every day. Every day. Now, I'll have one once a month only if I forget my meds. And I can concentrate. I was put in special ed when I was younger because I was having seizures, petty moments, during the day, so I couldn't focus on anything. I couldn't make friends. Now I'm like, still super unique, but family, if you choose not to accept the things I do, that's your choice. All I'm doing on Facebook is making videos to help you. If you don't like them, don't say anything. Facebook just turns people into monsters. It really does. It really does. It causes fights, it causes arguments, there's no point to it. If someone wants to get what they're thinking out, they should be able to. I love every single person in my family. They just irritate me. That doesn't mean I don't love them. Sometimes they're annoying. That's how siblings are. Goodbye.